everyone, Zain here, and today I will be showing you how I made this chibi figure of my avatar character, formerly known as June, who is now named Zain. Quick note, list of materials and tools I use are in the description along with affiliate links on Amazon, AliExpress, and Shopee. I sell sculpting materials and tools on my personal Shopee shop, so go check it out if you want. If you got any questions about air dry clay, you may also check out the facts page or the frequently asked questions page I made on card before submitting your questions below. Shop link, card link, and other links can be found by scanning this QR code or clicking the links in the description. Note that this is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial, as my process here is pretty much just trial and error. I also made some mistakes here and there, and the end result really isn't as satisfactory for my liking. I made this last year, 2020, but I only got to edit this video now because I got fed up from editing a lot of videos at the time, so I took a break. A long break, obviously. This is the third chibi figure that I made with cold porcelain air dry clay, and technically the fifth chibi figure if I were to count the first two, which I made from super light air dry clay. So instead of explaining what I'm doing here, I will tell you my avatar story and how her appearance, name, and character evolved over time. Zain's first name was Avi, from the word avatar, if that's not too obvious. She was born to be the face of my illustration art accounts before, which are now all inactive, so I don't link to those accounts anymore. Avi's appearance used to look more like me at the time. She didn't have a backstory when I first sketched her, and she's literally just me, alright? As time passed by, I had the idea to make a story for her and my other OC or original character build, who is a vampire with human and bat forms. I've wanted to make a webtoon before because I thought it'd help me improve my drawing skills, but for some reason I just can't get myself to do that. Making a webtoon is not easy, it's a lot of work and it requires a lot of time. Also, illustrating became a little too overwhelming for me back then. I mean, I just graduated from college and I felt like everything I learned jumped out of the window. I was kind of lost, but I still did feel hopeful and motivated, so I continued on. Anyway, the story didn't really came into fruition, but the idea is that she's a freelance artist who specializes in drawing animals, and she's living a normal life until she met Vild. And they'll have this adventure where Vild will help her with her work as an artist while battling other 6 immortal vampires who aims to kill Vild due to a tradition that the vampires have in their world. Each of the vampires in the story have one unique power other than the usual superhuman strength, regeneration, super speed, and etc. So yeah, the story I got is actually more about Vild than Avi because I haven't really fleshed out Avi's role in the story. So here are some sketches and drawings of her that I made a few years back. I'm just proud I managed to draw these when I'm at my lowest because whenever I'm down, I normally would just rather sleep than do anything productive because my mind is usually barraged with a lot of thoughts and sleeping helps me shut it up. Then a few years passed, I got to another low point. My self-esteem and confidence as an artist this time extremely dropped. Like, there's just a lot of things going on. I was putting too much pressure on myself to do good because I was at that point where I don't want to fail at it because it felt like if I do, it would be like I wasted years of my life in college where I studied digital art and a few more years where I tried finding where I fit in the art industry. Like, I know how to do a lot of things, but I don't know if the path I chose is actually it. So I can't really make proper illustrations at all. Creativity wasn't there, motivation is not there, productivity is out of the house, and I just felt trapped. At the same time, I was also being a perfectionist, which also hinders me to just have fun with the art making process. I would go back and forth with the same drawings over and over because I want them to be perfect. But at the same time, I don't really know what exactly perfect looks like. You know what I mean? So, yeah. At that point in time, I was just done, you know. I told myself that I would just ditch illustrating entirely. And I know I didn't entirely ditch illustrating, obviously, but I did stop illustrating for about a year or something. I told myself to just pursue sculpting with clays instead because I found joy in it and it gave me new hope as an artist. So yeah, that was one of the darkest times in my life, and to be honest, I didn't really share that to anyone because I didn't want to admit it. And until now, I'm still kind of struggling with it, and I tend to still get a little perfectionist even with sculpting. But I'm not letting that stop me from pursuing it. And that's what matters, right? So, this is going to be a little cheesy or whatever, but if you have the same struggles as me, I want you to know that it's alright if you don't know if the path you chose is the right way for you. And if you're second guessing about it, it's probably really not. Just listen to your heart. Ask yourself what's that one thing you've always wanted to do, but it's just that you don't or you can't. Why aren't you doing it? What's stopping you? What's holding you back? What can you do to pursue it? If it's not possible to pursue it now, what can you do at this moment to change that? And I also want to say that it's totally alright to get a fresh start, no matter how old you think you are. It's alright to fail because those times will make you truly realize where you want to go and what you want to do. And if you can afford to change career paths and if that's what you want to do it. And even if there's a million voices in your head telling you can't do it, believe in yourself. Be proud of all your achievements no matter how big or small they are. And keep that fire burning, right? I only actually decided to illustrate again because I needed an avatar for my clay art accounts and I don't have a logo whatsoever when I started. So I thought I'd make a character, but character design isn't really my forte. So I went back to my OC files and there I saw Abby. There was a time before that I also made different variations of Abby to set as my profile picture on my personal Facebook account for certain occasions. And I kind of missed doing that, so I thought I'd do it again. And so I decided to use Abby again, but this time I don't want her to look like me. I want her to look simple and clean. Did anyone get that reference? Raise your hand. And then I changed her name from Abby to June. Why June this time? I came up with it by searching baby names. And as far as I remember, June means simple. So I went with that. So now not just her appearance changed, but her name changed as well. It actually seems like I just made a new character based off of Abby, right? Anyway, again, since illustrating is difficult for me, you'd see that the way I drew my avatars changed over time. You could say I'm still trying to find the style I want that I'm comfortable with, so you can expect to see more transformations with the way I draw her in the future. Then from June, her name changed again and she became Zain herself. I changed her name to Zain since I got tired of adding introductions on who she is in every post that I make with her in it. I know, she's pretty much the face of my clay art accounts and she represents me as well. So I thought, why not just make her Zain? Zain's not my real name anyway. So yeah, that's her journey from being Abby to Zain. I don't think I'll change her name again, but her appearance definitely will. I'm thinking of leveling up her design, make it more unique, personalized, and represents me more as a person and an artist. I'm also working on another character right now, which will represent my supporters and will be Zain's companion. Next video will probably another process time-lapse video with this character. requested in my 6 fan arts challenge. If you follow me on my socials, you already probably know who that character is, but if not, then take a guess. I think it's pretty obvious with the silhouette if you are familiar with the anime. I'm not taking any more requests with the 6 fan arts. All slots are already taken and all characters are already in progress. I may do another batch in the future or just take requests whenever, so I hope you just tune in as always so you could go request as soon as requests are open. If you watched the video until here, thank you so much. As always, like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I hope you take care, stay safe, and stay crafty. Bye!